Hi guys, this is Hyunmin Max, aka Max. Welcome back to another video on the channel. So for today, right, we're actually gonna be talking about the upcoming upgrade packs that we'll be seeing this week, right? Some of the SBCs that were already released, as well as some of the leaked SBCs, and of course, lastly, right, we'll actually be talking about the market. So I would actually like to first thank you guys for the incredible support you guys have shown to the channel. So we are actually currently at 110 subs. So if you guys do enjoy the content, right, do drop a like and subscribe to the channel. So I'd like to first talk about the swap tokens, right? So EA actually released one of the swap tokens under the Nuno Tavares objective. So all you have to do is to complete the Future Star Academy upgrade once. I actually like to take a look at the stats of the Nuno Tavares card, right? So let's take a look. He is actually 3-star skill moves with 5-star weak foot, right? 90 acceleration with 94 sprint speed, which is actually very good, right? He has very good attack positioning at 93, very good shot power at 96, which compensates for his 51 finishing. So this would be really useful, right, if you actually play him as a left wing back in a 3-5-2 formation, right? Because he can attack very well. Right, his vision is at 75, right? Decent shot passing at 83, right? You probably don't want to try too many long balls with him, right? With his passing, long passing at 70. Very good agility, right? Balance is a little bit low at 80. Right? I like his composure and reactions being at 86 and 84 respectively. His interceptions are a bit low at 78, as well as his defensive awareness being at 80. It's a bit low in my opinion, right? Good stand tackling at 85, right? Decent aggression and decent strength. So, you have to actually complete the 82 plus SBC, right, 50 times in order to get him. So if you actually craft him from scratch, it's 620k based on the current market prices. So if you guys want him, right, please don't craft him from scratch, right? Do your upgrade packs and chuck your 82s into this SBC. So he's actually available for another 26 days. So take your time to craft him. So is he worth it? Most definitely not, in my opinion, right? You're actually chucking 600k worth of fodder for a left back. No, it just doesn't do it for me. It's not worth it. So I always say, right, guys, it's opportunity cost. You can actually chuck this fodder into upgrade packs. So EA is actually really smart because there's actually a lack of good left backs in League On, right? So for me, right, only Ismaili and Nuno Mendes, right, are really decent left backs in the League On. So EA knows that you guys are going to complete this SBC even if it's overpriced because there aren't that many alternatives. So Fabio for me just doesn't cut it with his medium work rates. I don't like fullbacks with medium work rates. So do remember to just complete the upgrade SBC for once just to get the token, right? The swaps token. So another token, right, that I actually like to talk about is the one in the SBC section, right? It's under Future Stars Challenge number 7. So once you guys actually finish this challenge, right, it actually brings up the total number of tokens, right, to 26 out of the 30 tokens we will be getting. So I'll actually leave the token tracker link down in the description below for you guys to keep track of the tokens, so you guys know which are the tokens that y'all are missing. So the next thing I want to talk about is actually the upgrade packs, right? So we'll actually be seeing the 81 by 3, right, later today. So just going off by the rating, right, it's actually gonna be a very good pack. Of course, right, as with everything with EA, right, we have to take a look at the actual pack weight. Okay. So I would say, right, stock up on your gold rares and your gold commons, right? Your gold rares are at discard price at 650 on bid. Your gold commons are at discard price as well at 350. So it'll be really good for you to craft this SBC. So for me, right, I'm actually going to be doing lots of the 81 by 3 because I have yet to complete my Player of the Month Mbappe, and this will actually, or this should actually provide lots of good fodder for me. Now, the next thing I want to actually talk about, right, is actually the mini release. So we actually saw 3 mini release, right, that EA actually gave us. So the first one is actually Malaysia, right? So well, I have to snipe. Oh, I don't have enough coins. Right, that's a bit of a L. But anyway, right, I think his price has just went up. Right, so Malasia, right, is actually very expensive at 355k currently. Right. So is he worth that much? I would say probably not. So why is he so expensive? It's probably a combination of two things. So we have one, the Man United hype. Right, we don't have a good United left back, and Malasia is a pretty decent left back based on the stats that he has. And the second thing is actually that the card is rare because he is in the mini release, right? And during mini releases, right, lesser people actually open up packs, so this makes mini release cards, right, very rare. So we also have Badashili, right, at about I think 105k. Yep. So if you look at his stats, right, 2 star, 3 star, medium, high, right, his 72 acceleration, right, just doesn't cut it at the current stage of the game. So you're gonna be struggling to catch up with the faster players. So the rest of his stats look pretty good though. But you know, he's gonna be affected by that 72 acceleration. So we actually also have Bugdert, right? If that's how you say his name, as another mini release. So he's actually about at this card price, right? 14k. Yeah. So if you take a look at his stats, right, he has 4 star, 3 star, high, medium, very good pace split, good shooting. So I think the thing that lets him down is the 76 composure. So if you're gonna be using him at the striker position, right, he's gonna be more often than not missing your one-on-ones with your keepers. So nothing too special here. So I'd like to actually talk about another SBC that we'll be seeing. So we actually have Maro Balotelli that is actually scheduled to be released. So I hope that he actually gets 5 star skill moves. So he'll be good for people who are rocking a Italian league team, right? So I think we'll be seeing him this week. We also have the Hala SBC that was actually leaked. So he recently just gotten back to playing football with Dortmund, right, after his cancer operation. So for Dortmund fans, right, this might be a little bit more emotional. I actually also want to talk about some of the SBCs that were actually released, right, in the past day or two, right. So we actually have the Phil Jones SBC at 27k. He's actually the first part of Chris Smalling's SBC. He's 2 star, 3 star, low high work rates. 84 acceleration with 81 sprint speed. Right, his defending stats are basically all at 83. 83 reactions with 73 composure. So I would say that he's just a fun card to play with. Right, nothing too spectacular there. So let's go to the actual Chris Smalling SBC, right? His total price comes up to about 121k. He is 2 star, 3 star, right? Medium high work rates. He's actually 6'4" in game or 194 cm, which will actually make him very ideal, right, to defend your crosses and corners. So let's take a look at the stats itself. 80 acceleration with 88 sprint speed, right? I'll rather have higher acceleration. 83 interceptions ain't very good, right? But the defensive awareness and stand tackle is pretty good at 88 and 89 respectively. A very good strength at 95 and relatively high aggression at 90. So he only has the power header trait. So typically, right, Smalling has always been a very good defender in FIFA. So you guys can actually try him out. Actually have the Turam SBC as well. 3 star, 3 star with high work rates. So he has very good pace split for a central midfielder. Very unusually high attack positioning for a central midfielder at 88. Good finishing and good shot power. Right, 86 vision with 91 short passing and 86 long passing, which is very good. 83 agility with 80 balance, right? Relatively well-rounded dribbling stats. 85 interceptions, 85 defensive awareness, and 87 stand tackling. Right, 90 strength as well. So he doesn't have any traits. So he comes up to about 172k, right? He's probably actually very good for things in game because lots of people are actually rocking league on teams, right, like myself. So will he be great in game, right? I think that his stats, right, actually make up for the fact that he is only 3-3. So if you guys can work with the 3-3, right, then I would say that you'll be pretty good in. But personally, I like my central midfielders to either have 4-star weak foot or 4-star skill moves, right? So I won't be doing him myself. So the next thing I want to actually talk about is the release of the icon pack yesterday, right? So the icon pack is actually currently priced at about close to 530k, which I think is really, really expensive. So we actually opened up a couple of them on SharePlace yesterday, and I have to say, right, guys, the pack weight, right, is frankly horrendous. For 530k SBC, right, what we got was basically trash. So what it did was it actually made 88s go up, right? So they went from 33k up to 36k, right? Another example is 86s, right? 86s went from 17 or 18k all the way up to, they were basically selling at 21k, right? So for those in my trading Discord, right, we made bank, right? I told you guys to buy 86s, and we basically only held them for like 7 to 8 hours, right? And we made like 2 to 3k a cut depending on how much you sold. So I actually had people in my Discord DMing me saying that they actually put right into 86s and they made 350, right, within a matter of like 7 to 8. So if you guys actually want to make coins, right, just join up the Discord. It's totally free, and I'll let you guys know what cards to invest in there. A lot of the time, right, I actually, when I want to give investment tips, right, I don't have enough time to make a video because all these tips, right, are actually very, very time sensitive. So when I decide to give a tip, right, the most convenient way for me is to do it through Discord. So do join up Discord, right, to get the most updated investment tips, right. The link will actually be down in the below. So you might ask, what will we be seeing this week? So I think we'll be seeing the 84/5 again this week, which we previously saw. So you guys might ask, right, what to invest in? So the previous 84/5, right, actually required 3 84s. Okay. Which actually made 84s explode. So if they follow the same requirements, right, I think 84s are a good shout at 5k. But I have to warn you guys though that if EA changes the requirements, right, 84s, right, might actually drop to 3k or 4k if they don't require 84s. So if they are required, I see them going to at least 6k or 6.5k if you're lucky. So it's basically a high risk, high reward kind of thing. You guys decide whether you guys want to take, right? So another thing is I think 85 rated are looking good as well, 13k, which I think is less of a risk. So they could go up to 16 to 17k depending on the requirements. So I think that there's actually more upside because they might go all the way up to 17k if EA actually requires them. All right. So that's all about the fodder. So I would say the market in general, right, it's actually relatively high still. So if you guys would actually still have cards, right, that you guys are playing with, right, I would suggest you guys to sell them, don't hold on to them because the market is actually really, really high right now. Alright, the last thing I actually want to talk about is actually the history makers, right? I don't know if you guys still remember, but we actually got the makers about a month ago, and they're basically due for an upgrade either today or tomorrow. So they're gonna be getting a +1, right? For myself, right, I actually packed Pedri, right, but I submitted him into an SBC because I got the honorable mentions version. So for me, I don't think these cards are really too relevant because most of them might not even make your team, right? Might not even make your bench, considering the current power curve that we have. But you know, it's a good kind of that's a piece of information that I think you guys might find important. So I have actually come to the end of the video, right? I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I'm actually gonna be live on Twitch later at 5:30 p.m. GMT or 1:30 a.m. Singapore time. Right, so you guys can hop on, you know, just say you guys are from the. We're gonna be doing some live trading as well. We're also gonna be doing the upgrade packs. Yeah, I hope to see you guys there on Twitch, man. Alright, take care, guys.